What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Nate here from Out of the Basement, bringing you a brand new figure review. Today we are looking at the Aliens Snake Alien from Neca Toys. This is, of course, based off of the Dark Horse comic book, which I believe it comes with behind the figure. But I was just trolling around in Target with my girlfriend, and then this guy caught my eye, and I feel like I couldn't leave without him. Never read the comic book or anything like that, but it's just a really interesting design for a xenomorph, so I thought he would look great on the shelf. And so we'll take a look at the package. You can see right there, Dark Horse comic book inside, and it's kind of on the tail as well. You can see all of the other arcade figures that have been released already, I believe, except for maybe this 2-pack. I don't think that is out yet. And then here is a little bio if you want to read that. Go ahead and pause it. But otherwise, we're going to crack this bad boy open. So he doesn't come with any accessories, but he does come with the little comic book. And it is just like a little snippet, it would appear, of the old Dark Horse comic book. You can see that this is just part of the comic. Most likely have to collect them all to get the full story. I've never read any of the Alien comics, but they seem completely ridiculous and kind of cool. There you go. You can see the snake alien right there, actually featured in the comic along with some other crazy stuff that's going on. A freaking bat xenomorph. I don't know, but it says to be continued, so probably have to collect them all to get the full story, which I don't really plan on. I kind of just bought this guy on a whim because it was a really cool design. And he is absolutely massive. The tail is 100% bendable, so you can see here when I get him all the way folded out, he's easily longer than a foot. Can't even get the full outstretched figure in the frame, which is insane, but that's so awesome. It looks really cool. And you can see that he also has lots of wonderful details here. The jaw slides out like that, and that looks awesome. It is also articulated, so you can have it fully slide out, and that just pops right out. And these are also articulated on the side here. Seems like this guy has lots of really unique and interesting designs going on with him. This head also pushes really far back too, which is great. I know I don't usually start with articulation, but there's not a whole lot going on with this guy. But you can see the beautiful paint apps, this nice like bronze brown on the top of his head, mixed in with plenty of black, purple, and green throughout the figure. Really gives it an amazing look. The paint app detail, of course, as is standard with most Neca toys, is absolutely amazing. You can see the back of the figure is even painted as well. More of that nice bronze sheen to it all the way down the tail. It goes all the way down to the very end, which also has a little bit of purple on it, and it's nice and flaccid, for lack of a better word. Yeah, it's like the underneath is green. It's kind of hard to see on camera. It's a little bit dark, but in person these colors are really popping. So that is awesome for this figure. Okay, so back to the articulation. Like I said, the mouth comes out super easy. This jaw down here is also articulated. The head can't really move down, but it again moves back pretty far, so you can get him in more of a slithering position if that's what you are looking for. Each of these is on a little ball joint, so you can get them into any pose that you want. Of course, they do get a little in the way of each other to some degree, so I think that kind of looks awesome, kind of like a grabbing-esque. And you can see even on the back here, all sorts of purple details throughout this figure. Looks really awesome. And just move these out some more. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to this figure. There's not really a whole lot going on. But it is just, again, a unique design. I thought it was pretty cool. So we'll go ahead, try and pose him a little bit, and I can show you what he looks like next to some other... Oh, I should also mention the last bit of articulation is right here. He does have a twist before the bendy tail. So I will prop him up a little bit, and we can put him next to some other Neca figures, and you can kind of see how he looks. So first we'll put him next to big chap, and you can see that they are just about the same height when I have him coiled up pretty well so that he'll actually stand on his own. The figure is pretty easy to stand as well. I haven't had too much trouble posing him with the tail. And then we have the video game City Hunter Predator, which also looks really awesome. Another great old school NECA figure, or older. It's not really old school, but it's older. Looks really great mixed with him, since they are sort of like the wackier color schemes. And then finally here he is next to Hawkins, which looks pretty good as well. Nice human scaled figure. The xenomorph is of course a little bit bigger than he is, which is how it always should be. So yeah, I'm really digging this. So final thoughts on the NECA Snake Alien is that this figure is just a lot of fun. I love stupid little gimmicky things like a long bendy tail. That shit just makes me so happy. I love the design. The paint apps look really cool. There's lots of great detail packed into the figure. Looks nice and sharp. And I've just been having a lot of fun just messing around with him while I've been shooting this review, just adjusting him in little ways. Love the way that it really turned out, even though I don't have any idea about the actual Dark Horse comic book. And actually, does this... Oh, shit! Bonus round! Look at that. The mandible comes out of the jaw again. So it comes out double time, so you can really get that super long. Damn, that is awesome. Didn't even think about that. But damn, look at that. Again, NECA just coming through with the secret details that you don't even think about until you're just sitting here and you're like, wait a minute, what if? And then it actually does happen. So that's really cool that his mouth can extend even further if you want. Definitely recommend picking this guy up. It's a lot of fun. Very cool design. Very reminiscent of the 90s in sort of just everything becomes another thing, like an animal or something like that. So I'm happy that I picked this guy up. Hopefully you guys can find him out in the wild or on one of the online toy dealers. Either way, I definitely recommend it. And if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. We're always doing action figure reviews, all sorts of nerdy nonsense that you love to hear about on the internet. Of course, I'm Nate from Out of the Basement. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.